Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. This is Joey A. As you know, my videos are about love, infinity, creation, energy, because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is who we are, this is our nature. We're the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. The primordial instinct of the human species is a human heartbeat. And the highest energy of the human heart is love. So we live to love. This is our nature. We love to live, having purposeful lives, lives of purpose. The purpose of life is a life of purpose, meaningful lives, happy lives, the pursuit of happiness in our lives. This is exactly what we're here for, to create with the energy of love, the highest energy of the human heart. So that's our nature. We're a benevolent species. This is who we are. We're the human DNA, we're the infinite DNA of creation, of existence. So this is a video as part of the series on freedoms as per Earth's constitution, our constitution, the constitution of the Republic of Planet Earth. So I'm going to talk about human freedoms. It's a fundamental freedom because we are human, right? And human freedoms is precisely that. It's a freedom to be human, right? It's a freedom to be human, right? To be us, who we are, right? Without any constraints whatsoever that impedes us to be us, to be human, right? So that's what human freedoms are. And to understand human freedoms, we need to understand who we are as humans, right? So let's start there. Let's talk about who we are as humans, right? So we are infinite energy. So why are we infinite energy? Well, we are infinite energy because we are the human heartbeat. And the human heartbeat is the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. You see, the human DNA is the infinite DNA of existence, of creation itself. The biological creator is the human heart. Without the heart, we wouldn't exist. But then what created the heart? Well, the human DNA. So what created the human DNA? Well, the support systems of planet Earth. And what created the Earth and the support systems of the planet Earth? The sun. The energy of the sun. So our astronomical creator is spherical energy, is the energy of the sun and the energy of the earth, together coming as our father and our mother. Our father, the sun, and our mother, the earth, coming together, and through an infinite number of cycles of evolution, the DNA evolved into what it is today, the biology of the human race, us, the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. And what is a human heartbeat? Well, it generates an electromagnetic field around the human body, right? Light spherical energy, just like the sun. And the earth has its own electromagnetic field. The sun has its own electromagnetic field. Infinity has its own electromagnetic field. In fact, infinity, the creator, is infinite spherical energy. And the best way to observe it in nature is the sun. Look at the sun, it's light spherical energy. So is that, and created us, right? It creates the elements, the building blocks of life that created the conditions here on Earth. So the Earth itself has its own support systems that creates new elements and minerals that allows the species, the human DNA, to rise to what it has become, which is light spherical energy. Who we are, infinite energy, infinite evolution, the human heartbeat, you see? Consciousness, self-awareness, sentience. Because love is the highest energy of creation at the biological scale, and this is exactly who we are. Love is the highest energy of the human heart, and the human heart gives us life because of the heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. And because we're alive because of the human heartbeat, then we live to love and we love to live. So we're here to love. Why? Because love makes us feel good. It's the highest energy that we can generate, right? Meaningful lives, purposeful lives, lives of happiness, happy lives, the pursuit of happiness, right? The purpose of life is a life of purpose. So we want to feel good, right? And the best way to feel good is to love. Loving is the best mechanism to feel good, because when you feel good, then you have the energy levels required for you to create and manifest your free will. Why? Because it's the optimal way of being. Love is the highest energy that we can generate as humans. So if we love, then we are creating beautiful things because we're feeling great. Because love makes us feel great, right? We love our children, right? And isn't that the greatest feeling, loving our children, right? And then when we love it, when we do things that we love, don't they make us feel great? So you see, it's our instinct to love. It's our nature. So this is who we are. We're the human species. So, and part of our nature is the light spherical energy that's generated as a result of the electromagnetic field of the human heartbeat that surrounds the human body. It's spherical in nature, and the space structure of that sphere, energy sphere, is a human body. So the human body is a space structure of the electromagnetic field of creation of the human heartbeat. And the way we manifest creation through us is through love, because it's the highest energy of the heart, right? And then if you understand this nature, which is our nature, who we are, then you understand that the human DNA is infinite in nature, just like infinity itself, because infinity replicates itself at different scales of creation, just like it replicated itself at the astronomical scale with the sun, and it replicated itself at the terrestrial scales with the earth. It replicated with us at the biological scale through the human heartbeat. So we can exist, and we can be conscious and self-aware at our scale of creation, and love. And when we love, which is the highest energy of creation, then we manifest the most beautiful things, our purpose, our dreams, purposeful daily action. We manifest our free will with our day-to-day actions, by loving with our hearts, right? So this is who we are with the human race. So our location in existence, in the universe, in creation, in infinity, is the epicenter. The planet Earth is our sun is the central sun of existence. We are the epicenter of creation. Our sun is the central sun, is at the epicenter. Our location, our coordinates at the infinity scale is the epicenter, the heart of infinity itself, which is light spherical energy. So we are that. We are that. We are the center of it, the epicenter, the core. And that's our location. So you see, our creator is the central sun, the most ancient sun, our sun. And we are the most ancient planet that sustains life in the way of us, the most advanced species, which is light spherical energy. We are the first species in existence to evolve into light spherical energy because of the human heartbeat. So we can be conscious and self-aware and create with the energy of our hearts, the energy of our love, right? So we're amazing. We consume elements. This is what we do. Oxygen, hydrogen, water, right? We breathe oxygen in, oxygen out, the singularity of the lungs. Oxygen into the lungs, oxygen out of the lungs to power as a fuel the human body, so we have more energy, so we can have a heartbeat. Then that oxygen goes into the heart, and the heart moves it around the body, so we have the fuel, the energy of creation, to create, to love, to be conscious and self-aware. You see, we're very dense. We're incredible species. And then we eat, right, which is energy, is elements, is minerals. And they come from what? The support systems of the earth. And the earth has its own electromagnetic field. The sun has its own electromagnetic field. We have our own electromagnetic field. And then we sync as one. We're grounded to the earth, Mother Earth, the Republic of Planet Earth, as one, in sync with it, because of our electromagnetic field and our consciousness and our love for it and the love that she has for us. And then our Father, the Sun, that created the earth in the first place, and us as a species because of the energy that comes from it. We can sync with the electromagnetic field of the sun itself because we're sundials. You see, we open our eyes, we open our minds, and we open our hearts, and we stare at the sun. And the energy that comes from the sun straight into our eyes through our iris supercharges our cells in the human body, the brain, the heart, all the organs, all the glands. And what it does is supercharges our DNA, so we evolve. See, because we get more energy, more creation through our eyes, so we can supercharge our DNA and evolve. And what does that do? Well, it allows us to love more. Why? Because love is the energy of creation. It's the highest energy that the human heart can generate. Just like at the core of the sun, the fusion reaction creates elements, light, photons, and things like that, helium, hydrogen, because of the high energy apparatus. It's the highest place. It's the hottest place. The core, the singularity of the fusion reaction at the epicenter of the sun is the hottest point. It's the highest energy. And that's where the elements are created, right? You see, it's higher, it's infinite energy. It creates light, faster than light, right? It creates light. Light escapes the singularity at the heart of the fusion reaction, and it creates elements. And it's the same with us. So what's the highest energy that we generate? Because we exist because of the human heartbeat, right? It's our primordial instinct. Without it, we wouldn't exist. The highest energy of our heart is love. So when we love with our hearts, we're creating the highest energy that we can create as humans. Just like the sun creates the highest energy at the fusion reaction at the heart of it, so elements are created and light is created, and we have photons and all these different, particles. us create with love at the density of our scale, which is biology, through the infinite evolution and infinite eternal DNA of the human race, who we are. So you see, and that mechanism is love. And how do we love? Well, by being alive. And how are we alive? Well, because we have support systems, oxygen, hydrogen, and all these different food that we eat so we can have a heartbeat. And what's that? Well, it's energy. Oxygen is energy. Hydrogen is energy. So we get in these life blocks of life, building blocks of life, these primary elements coming together in us, the biology of existence, the DNA, which is a higher form of life, conscious and self-awareness. And we can love with our heart, and then we create, right? This is who we are. And the more we stare at the sun, the more we evolve, because it's more energy coming into our DNA to supercharge ourselves so we can be more capable of loving and understanding our nature and tapping into our DNA, which is infinity itself at the biological scale, right? Through an infinite number of cycles of evolution, because we're the most ancient species. What we call the universe, the Big Bang, is infinite. It's not 13 billion years old. It's actually an infinite number of cycles old. Okay? And we are the epicenter of existence. So we are an infinite race. We're infinitely old. This is who we are, the human race. Because we are the most advanced species, we're capable of love, the highest energy of creation. And we love with our hearts. We love with our hearts, right? We love with our hearts. So it's the highest energy of creation. It's manifest free will. We live to love and we love to live. We love feeling good. So we love to create, right? Love our children. We make love. We have children. We love our children. There's our instinct to love our children and to love ourselves and our creations. And we feel good when we create. We feel good when we love our children, when we're around them and they're healthy. And it's like that. So it's the instincts of the species, right? So we put that into practice for other things. And with the love of our hearts, as sentient love, emotions, feelings, a loving species, who we are, a benevolent species, a heartful species, a love-based species, a heart-based species. We love with the energy of our heart. So we create the most beautiful things. So this is who we are. This is who humans are. The infinite biology of existence within us, right? This is who we are. We are creation itself. We are the creator itself at the biological scale. Creation creates creators, and creators create creations. You see, creation, the creator, created us in the first place in the way of the sun and the earth. Because those are the creation that creates, right? The creator. At that scale of density, at that scale of creation, of infinity. The electromagnetic field of the sun, the electromagnetic field of the earth, coming together as one and creating what? The DNA, through the support systems and the elements here on earth. So we exist as a biological species, a human species. So we have the biological creator, which is the human heart. So we can have an electromagnetic field because of the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. So we can love, which is the highest energy of creation. Because the electromagnetic field of the human heart is spherical in nature and it surrounds the human body. And the space structure of the electromagnetic field is the human body. It's who we are. Okay? This is our space structure. Us. And we love with consciousness, with self-awareness. We're one with everything. And the sundials, we sync with existence and we evolve into infinity by loving more, by accepting our nature of infinite creation. And why is love the mechanism? Because love is the highest energy that can be created with the heart. We just call it love. But what it is, if you want to know what love is, it's just the highest energy that we can create with our heart. And why? Because life comes from the heart. The human heart gives us life. So what gives us life is the creator, right? So the creator's highest energy is love. So the more we love, the higher the energy that we can create. So the more we are capable of creating because we have more energy to create. Right? Just like the sun has high energy outputs and creates elements, at the core of it, our core, our heart is love, right? Infinite energy of creation. So we love, and we create. So, and the earth does the same, right? At its own core, right? The heart of the planet is molten, right? It's infinite heat in that created everything in the first place. Here, so we can have an atmosphere, so we can have biosphere, all the support systems, all the ecosystems, so we can exist. Breathe oxygen, drink water, eat food, which is energy sources for us, for the heartbeat to keep what? Loving, pumping, right? Pulse of life, the pulse of creation. So it's as simple as that. That's the logic. It is objective reality. So love is the highest energy that we can generate biologically because it's the energy of the human heart, the highest energy. So we love. And what's that? In practical terms? Well, feeling good. When you love, you feel good, right? You love feeling good, right? And when you do things that you love, doesn't that make you feel amazing? It doesn't that make you feel incredible? Don't they make you feel great? Those things that we do, right? The things that we love to do, they make us feel great, right? Which is love, is the highest energy. So we keep on what? Doing that because it makes us feel good and we feel healthy, we feel great, and we keep on doing them. We keep on creating with the energy of love, the energy of the human heart. And this is who we are. This is the human race. You see, we're the most advanced, the most incredible species. Because the more we love, the more we evolve, right? So our DNA gets supercharged and evolves in our lifetimes faster, cycles, infinite cycles of evolution, as long as you keep on loving. Because the DNA is the infinite mechanism of creation to evolve into light, right? Conscious and self-aware light in the biological scale. And this is who we are. So the more we love, the more we evolve, the more we create. So this is who we are. This is what a human is. And we all this, because we all DNA, we all have a human heartbeat. We just need to understand our nature, who we are, our origins as a species, right? At the epicenter of existence, at the epicenter of the cosmos, who we are, our planet, the most ancient species. We're an incredible species. This is who we are. So because of it, because of our nature, because of who we are, this is who we are, the human race, a benevolent species, a loving species. And that's why we have a constitution, Earth Constitution, because we're sacred. You see, we're incredible. We're the Republic of planet Earth. This is who we are. And that's why we have human freedoms, which is this video, because human freedoms is that the freedom to be human. And what's human? Well, us, the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation, the ability to create with the love of energy. The energy of love, which is the highest energy of creation at the biological scale. This is how we manifest. This is how we as infinite eternal creators, compass and sundials, manifest existence, by opening the portal, building the bridge, evolving into infinity by loving with all our hearts and all our mights. Right? Because we're that, we're identity and true self, we're purpose, we're time and energy, we're action, we're why, how, we're flow, we're true north and destination. And what's that? Well, us, our nature, identity and true self, who we are, the true self, right? At the heart of existence, which is what? The infinite eternal creator, the human race, infinite energy, the defenders of the Republic of planet Earth, the leaders of the Republic of planet Earth, all of us, with the love of our hearts, the highest energy of creation. With the highest energy of creation, this is who we are. And we need to be proud of that because we are an incredible species. We're a unique species. We're the epicenter of existence. So we're amazing. We're at the whole, if you think in terms of physical location, we are the heart of everything. Everything is around us. And the Greek knew this. A long time ago, because they gave us a sphere, they understood infinity. You see, Archimedes understood infinity, and Plato was a very smart man. He knew the solids and all that, geometry. See, these are the Greek are. They gave us pi. They're extremely intelligent. They gave us democracy, freedom. They gave us the republic. They gave us all sorts of notions, logic, reason. They allowed us to understand who we are. And the fundamental thought of the Greek philosophy at the time was that we were the center of the universe. Because they knew infinity, they knew the sphere. You see, that's why they were able to build the things that they were able to build back then, because they were hypergeometric thinkers, they were telemetric thinkers. They thought in ways of shapes, forms, and figures. They didn't think like us in terms of measurement. They thought in terms of geometry, which is the way you should think. The mathematics of Euclid, right? Euclidean mathematics was the way the Greek learned the shapes and forms of geometry of existence. Like the notion of the apple is a notion of Greek thought. Right, the apple orb, the apple being the epicenter of existence and the example of who we are as a species. Because if you look at the apple orb, the surface of it is exactly the same as the electromagnetic field of the human heart. Precisely the same, which happens to be the same as the electromagnetic field of the earth and the electromagnetic field of the sun, of the electromagnetic field of the galaxy, and the electromagnetic field of creation itself, infinite energy, infinite eternal energy, light spherical energy, creation itself, infinity, the creator. Right? Consciousness and self-awareness. And what's at the core, at the heart, right, of the apple? The seed of life, us, humanity, you see? And then we eat it and it's nutritious, it's elements, right? And then this geometric structure of the apple, just like the electromagnetic field of the heart, is the same, but it's also the eye of the storm. It's the same structure, space structure, as the telemetry and the electrogravitics and the geometry and the hypergeometry of the eye of the storm at the atmosphere level. And any really atmospheric conditions in any planet across existence is that the same as the apple orb. So you see, and the Greek knew this. They knew that the apple was that, and they also knew that we were the center of the universe, because they understood the sphere. They understood our nature. You see, they gave us freedom. They gave us a republic. They gave us democracy. They gave us shapes. They gave us pi, which is the proof of infinity. So the Greek were extremely intelligent. They understood know thyself, which is know yourself, the human DNA, who we are, infinite eternal creators. They knew logic. They knew reason. They knew all these things because they knew who we were back then. They already knew who we were. That's why they were able to build incredible civilizations. And the infrastructure that they built, right? The wonders that they have built, right? That we cannot replicate today. And we, thousands of years after, they still have the ruins there of that ancient civilization, what they built, right? So something happened, right? Something happened back then that they had all these notions about the past and all these different things prior to the Ice Age and all that. So something happened in the past, that an event took place, and that event that is unknown to us right now is what changed things. So we forgot that we are the epicenter of existence, that we are the infinite eternal creators, that we're the human race, that we're the infinite DNA, the eternal DNA, infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation, the central species, the most advanced, the most civilized species in existence, the human heartbeat, who we are, the human species, the most advanced, the most intelligent, the most capable, the most sophisticated human structure. This is who we are, organism as a DNA. Our creator is the sun, and we're so advanced that we can stare at it and we evolve as a result of it and be one with it. We energy, right? We love, and the more we love, the higher we evolve. So we forgot all these things because of these events that took place in the past. And Plato knew these. He refers to Atlantis, this civilization that was incredible, this human civilization that came before the Ice Age, right? And he refers to that in his memoirs. And you see, so they knew something happened. But by then they still had the notion of the central race and the epicenter of the universe and the sphere and pi and infinity and hypergeometry and telemetry and all that. They still had those concepts, but it was greatly diminished. So something happened, and this is why human freedoms are fundamental, because our DNA is infinite, because we're infinitely old. We're way older than what mainstream physics says that we are. We're older, we're probably infinitely old, probably we're trillions of years old rather than billions of years old, because we're infinite. We just forgot, and we're relearning. Our civilization went back to the cave, right? Because something happened. Most likely we self-destroyed ourselves, or some event happened. There's all these recounts in history about cataclysmic events and catastrophic events that took place in the distant past, right? That destroyed Earth as we know it, as civilization, and Ice Age happened as a result of it, and then we're here today, restarting from scratch. So something happened, and the way for us to find out is by tapping into our DNA, because all the information, the genetic structure of who we are, our past, is in our DNA. So if we tap into our DNA by loving ourselves, we will recall these ancestral memories of who we are, and we will relive those memories, and we're gonna find out exactly what happened. And this is why we're infinite eternal creators, because we have the ability to tap into our infinite eternal DNA, which is the most ancient DNA, because we are the epicenter of creation. We are the heart of the cosmos. So we just need to find out what happened thousands of years ago that destroyed everything, and we started from scratch, and now we kind of like using primitive technologies and all sorts of primitive systems to manage ourselves, because we forgot who we were. but not anymore, because we have the singularity again. We understand infinite energy as part of the Republic of Planet Earth, or Earth Constitution. We have infinite energy in the way of 0 point energy and over unity systems and propulsion and all these technologies that we have access to, because we have been able to tap into our DNA to find out exactly what happened in the way of memories and creativity and ingenuity, so we can come up with these concepts and blueprints so we can use these technologies already. So, but that's just the beginning, right? That is just the very beginning, because we're going to go deeper into who we are in our DNA by what? By being sundials, by staring at the sun, opening our eyes, opening our hearts, opening our minds, and getting all that information from the sun so we can reactivate, reignite our DNA, recharge it, so we evolve into infinity again as we once did in the past, because we're still the same DNA. We just forgot that we were capable of infinity itself because of what happened. So we're finding out what happened, and this is what we're doing. And this is why human freedoms is fundamental, because it's who we are. We need to be free. Humans gotta be free to know who we are. Freedoms, right? Our freedoms to be human. And what's to be human? An infinite eternal creator, Sundials compass. Infinite energy, infinite love, our infinite DNA. So we can tap into it in the way of our memories and do ancestral recall and remember who we are and loving ourselves and loving our creation. So everything can come back in the way of memories and things will start to happen, and we will be able to recreate our technologies and everything that we used to do back then that allows us to be the central species because of the epicenter where we are. You see, we have all these ruins, right, across the planet that predate Ice Age, right? So we built that, right? Structures that we cannot build today with the technologies that we have. So how come did we build that and then we went back to caves after the Ice Age, right? Because something happened. And the Greek knew this catastrophic, this cataclysmic event that took place back then. And this is what we're finding out now. What happened? Why did we self-destroy ourselves? What happened? And the way we do that is by tapping into our DNA, our infinite structure of creation, because all the memories are in our DNA, all of them, because this is the infinite eternal creation. We're the infinite eternal DNA, meaning all our past memories, all our events, everything is encoded in our DNA because our DNA is infinite. So, and everyone has DNA in them. So as long as we go inside by listening to our heart, following our heart, the signs and signals of the heart, and we love ourselves and love with the energy of our heart, all these memories will start to pour down back again. And we're going to reconnect with infinity again and know who we are, this infinite species, this infinite energy of creation from the distant past that is still here because we survived. We're here and now. We're compass, we're sundials. So, exciting times ahead, because this is exactly who we are. This is why we have the Republic of Planet Earth. This is why we have Earth Constitution, because the time has come for us to go back to who we are, our source, infinite eternal creation, infinite energy, infinite love. The human race, the central species, the highest creation that there is, because we're the highest energy that there could be biologically, because we're the human heart, because we are the most ancient species. We're the epicenter of creation itself. We're the central light. We're the central race at the heart of creation. This is who we are. This is why we can do the things that we can do. We can love. We can manifest our creations with our free will, our consciousness, our self-awareness, our ability to do the things that we do. We are a remarkable, incredible species, the most advanced, sophisticated species. The DNA organism is incredible, and this is exactly who we are. We're infinite, eternal creation. We're the human race. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Remember this, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. This video is about human freedoms, who we are, the human race. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might.